Well, Sildar's alive. Right. So you guys had a merry time in the inn during the evening. After procuring your rooms, there was much more merriment. You had more conversations with Sildar about Iano and their relationship. She gave you the letter, which I put in earlier today. So like that letter, which also now, by the way, under the dungeon, like under the journal bits, there is like handouts. So like anything I put in like Discord is now going to also be in there.
Good.
So there's like a copy of it there. So yeah, there, like she gave you the letter that like she originally sent, or was going to send. No, a copy of the letter that she sent. That makes more sense. A copy of the letter that she sent to Yano before she came to Phandalin. And it's pretty heartbreaking. She was pretty sad, but like the revelry and the company of you guys was lifted her spirits slightly. So she went back to her room kind of okay. And you guys took your room. You had some rest. We've had a long rest. Everything's reset. Mal needs a weapon.
Yeah.
Let me. Did you pick one out?
Wasn't the blacksmith making her a hammer or something?
Yes. But we didn't actually. Me and her have been too busy doing other things, so we haven't actually talked about that.
I'll pull up the player's guide and think around and see what's in there.
I'm having a look. A warhammer is a two-handed, so it wouldn't be. A light hammer. Got it.
Oh.
Yep. It says throne, but we're gonna make it a non-throne, so just a melee weapon for you. So yeah. Whenever you want, you can go pick up your hammer from the dude, and then rearrange your dice in your weapons and stuff. Yes, so where did I put the... No, that's not what I wanted. So yeah, you've all had your rest. You're all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. You have awoken to a nice sunny morning in the town of Phandalin. And you can now decide what you want to do, where you want to go, who you want to talk to.
What's my attack stat on that? Is it strength?
Any finesse weapons are dexterity. Everything else is strength.
Yeah, it's a bludgeoning weapon, so yeah, strength. And that's 1d4. Plus whatever your dwarvish advantage is. I'd imagine it's either 1 or 2. But yeah, so you've woken up in the inn. What would you like to be doing, dudes?
I'm gonna put on my bridge and everything, look fly, and saunter over to the blacksmith to pick that up.
Awesome.
I think at some point we need to investigate more about this Cragmore Castle.
Well, at least one of you wrote it down. Okay. So, who do you want to ask more about it?
Send somebody that's got better fucking talking skills than me to the bartender, maybe.
You can do that. As Stoney gets to the blacksmith shows him his new hammer. And tells him it will be 2 gold pieces for the new hammer. Or he can give him your original sword in return and no money. So like a straight up trade.
I'll give him 5 and keep the rapier.
Alright.
Keep an eye out for anything. Looks cool, would fit me.
Good thinking.
Anything nice comes in, hold it for me. Or if you get any awesome ideas. Travel all over, you know, you'll get a great audience for your handiwork.
Casually turns off the blacksmith noise. Right. So you want to send someone to talk to the bartender? I mean, you can do it yourself.
There is no way in hell I'm ever going to make that roll. And also, I'm updating my story arc notes so that I know where we're at. Because in the front of my little book, I've got like 3 pages of just story arc stuff that I update every week, and I forgot to do it this week. So I'm doing that while y'all play. I'm sorry.
I mean, I would have quite liked to see what the dragon with no intelligence did, but fine.
Fine, okay. Lumber over to the bar and slap my hand on the bar. I'm like, bartender! Castle! What do I roll?
Persuasion.
What do?
Yep.
Now then, cocker, about this castle!
Dear God.
I'm going to play a Yorkshire Barbarian next time.
Right. Alright. The castle itself is to the northeast, so you go along the Tribal Trail and you go east quite soon after originally getting on it. So you're not going as far as you did with the other stuff. As to knowing anything more about the castle itself or what's going on, you will probably have to talk to the mayor.
Doctor!
You're not an orc.
I'm so glad you got it,
Same
though.
thing. For the Horde.
Stuff you guys. Alright, so, yeah. If you want to know any more, you've got to go talk to the mayor. If you don't want to know any more, you can just go straight there.
Grab Noel by the shoulder and I'm just like... Town King!
I love how you're getting steadily more thick as the weeks go on. That's brilliant.
I think it's called finding your character, isn't it?
I love it.
Definitely.
Yes, Town King.
I've also taken a few knocks to the head by this point, so you know, there's a good chance I'm now brain damaged for life.
That's okay.
Just being patted slightly by a small ranger.
He just patted me. That's all I can reach.
So, do you want to go ask him?
Yes.
Okay. You've got to go, like, south from the inn.
Sorry, I'm still stuffing my face.
Alright. I'm just chewing on my dice.
So yes, I noticed their conversation, so I walked over and I say, okay guys, let's go visit the mayor and see what we can find out.
Cool. As you turn the corner of the road towards the Town Master's Hall, which you know where it is because you've seen the map several times as you've come in and out of town. So now by this point, you guys kind of know your way around pretty well. You have turned around, you found like a sort of large wooden door just behind like an archway with some nice roses over the top of it. It's got some flowers. And like, you know, everything around the town hall is quite nice, quite kept. It's all very pretty. And like, it's the same as any other town hall. You can go in during like business hours, I would say, without like, you know, having to declare yourself or whatever. You can like knock on the door and just go in.
Shaw, look, there's a community board. Guitar lessons. I rip one of the little things off with their phone number.
Okay, we'll put it in your inventory.
Jesus, okay.
But it's enchanted, it's enchanted paper and it weighs 10 pounds.
Yeah, by phone. By phone number, it's just like a magic phone number.
I mean, it doesn't have any weight. It was just, if you want to pick it up, you can put it in there. Like, you know, crumpled it up in my pocket.
I lumber into the town hall and find the person that I think looks the richest.
Stoney visits that same board and tacks up a thing, basically offering his services at, you know, parties and social gatherings, bar mitzvah,
Just a minute.
wedding reception.
I just assume that the person that looks the richest is going to be the mayor and grab this
That's a good idea.
rich-looking person. Town King!
Ugh.
Well, you've startled the secretary quite dramatically. But there's only the secretary and the town mayor in the building anyway. So if you've managed to grab hold of a rather portly looking small fellow, then you've probably got the mayor.
Taking the suit.
Right. So you've kind of I'm assuming that's the one you've picked up, yeah? You've left the guy behind the desk with the books alone.
Yes, I guess.
It's like she rolled a perception of 21, so she guessed correctly which one was the right one.
Yeah, you did. Right, okay. So the guy that you're shaking is kind of like, my name is Tulloch. What do you want?
Put him down and kind of push him towards the rest of the group.
All right, then.
Good sir, could you tell us any information about the castle, the Cragmore Castle?
Tulloch takes a moment to brush off his shoulders, sort out his shirt, because his shit's been messed up.
And I apologize about my companion here. He's a little slow.
Gives you a bit of a side eye, looks up. He's not very impressed, but he's gonna tell you what you want to know just to get the fuck rid of you. So right, Cragmore Castle is to the northeast. It is fairly large, not ruined, unlike the manor above them. And as far as he knows, from being told by other small town mayors in like sort of not the near vicinity, but like, you know, like close by, that there's a large amount of activity involving goblins with weapons and varying other shady bits and pieces, but he doesn't know all the details, so it's kind of just that's pretty much what he knows.
As soon as he mentions goblins, I start stroking the heads I've got on my belt.
Oh yeah, I forgot you had those. The dragon has issues, man. Yeah. So, and then he turns to you all, especially looking, he looks Shah in the eye and says the words, "I'm exceptionally busy, so if you could leave."
We won't waste any more of your time, sir. Thank you for the
Stoney glances around. He wants us to make like a tree and leaf.
Well, let's get out of here.
Whee!
All right then, folks.
Okay, guys, so we're gonna go to the castle, investigate. There's goblins. Shaw, I know you like to kill goblins.
Smashy, smashy!
Okay, so Shaw's all for it. What do the rest do you think?
Sure.
Trixie don't care as long as she gets to shoot something in the face.
Yep.
Bard, Cleric,
She said BRB.
NOELGAMESH. I didn't hear that part.
No, I was just telling you she's gonna be right back.
But where's Gnome? NOELGAMESH, where are you?
I'm like standing right behind you. What? Ugh.
Do you want to go to the castle and take care of these goblins?
Yeah, I'm along for the ride.
Sweet. Well, let's go.
Right. You guys don't have shit to get rid of before you go, do you?
No, I'm pretty sure we bought everything and got
Got
rid of
rations.
everything we needed at the end of the last one.
We got rid of the beer pelts, yeah.
I bought some more rope, some rations.
Yeah, we all stocked up and got rid of other stuff.
Right, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so ignore the fact to turn the music off. You guys have taken your trek. You've gone up the tribal trail. You found the little path that leads east. It goes up some hills. Traveling's kind of fair. Weather's great. You guys get there in about a day and a half's time. So by the time you get there, it's like midday the next day. Time lapse. There, yeah.
Ooh.
And you have found yourselves at the steps of the castle. Before you is the entrance. Let me give you.
I'm not gonna lie, it took me like 8 minutes to find where we were.
Whoa. This is big. Well, it is a castle, I guess.
There are several large towers. It's not in the best of upkeeps, but it's still a usable structure. From where you are stood, you can hear noise, generic noise. You're not quite sure what it is, but it's definitely inhabited. That's probably not the one I wanted.
I think maybe our ranger could do a perception check. Since I've clearly used all the perception luck I'm getting this week.
And that music can do. But yeah, so you're kind of just stood in front of the castle. And you can now decide like whether you want to go in, whether you don't, what kind of way you go. It's up to you.
I feel like charging through the front door is going to be a stupid thing to do.
Usually.
Possibly.
Yeah, since we know that there's goblins here, that's probably not wise.
I'm gonna do perception check.
Go for it.
Which direction?
Hold on, I pushed the wrong button to talk, so it took me out of the game.
Shit.
That's okay.
Okay. Were you wanting to go around the castle, or were you guys wanting to just go with
It's a really good idea, actually.
Scout out the outside
Do a
of it
scouting,
first.
exactly, a scouting loop. That's a really good idea.
We could split up,
Alright, I'll do over here.
unless we got attacked. That'd be bad. Never mind.
Yeah, let's not split up.
Heh. That's so great.
No, it wasn't the best of your rolls.
Yeah.
But you can see some general brush, some foliage, some trees.
Oh, so pretty.
And like you can notice the curve of like the structure of the tower that's in front of you is kind of curving around. Here, I can give you a bit more actually, just so you guys can see the structure. Because there we go. Because I can see everything. I forget these.
I figured there's a tower there and probably a tower over there too. check for traps in the front?
Sure. No traps. I mean, you can see that the doors are busted, but you can tell there are no traps.
Busted doors is definitely not a good sign.
That does mean that there was somebody nice in there at some point, or at least somebody didn't want something to get in.
I mean, you already know the fact that, like, the castle itself isn't in the best of repair. I mean, you guys can't see it. Like, there's only so much I can actually show you guys without, like, destroying everything. So, like, the castle itself is, like, it's not completely decrepit. It's not like stepping back into the manor that you were in before. It's definitely inhabitable. Like, you could live in it for sure. So the doors might just be wear and tear. Like, I mean, you can't see any sort of brute force that was used to push them in, but that doesn't mean there wasn't either.
Do we want to do a scout all the way around, or do we just want to go in?
The thing is, if we scout all the way around, this is a castle, the walls are more than likely still intact all the way around. What are we going to find that's going to hurt us if we go straight in? And opposingly so, what are we going to find that's going to hurt us if we don't go straight in that's on the inside?
I'm just asking what we want to do.
I mean, there's always a chance that something that could come up behind us. Good check, no. I'm coming through the door behind us, but...
More than likely, this keep's going to have a back door.
Yeah. Noel has, like, gathered information from his previous knowledge, from, like, the look of the towers that are in front of you and, like, the doorway itself. It was built approximately 100 years ago, so around that time, like, back doors and shit was, like, you know, kind of common.
Like a service entrance or an escape route of some kind.
Yeah.
We should probably take a lap.
Okay.
But, like, really fucking carefully.
Which way do we want to go? This way?
Since we've already started, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, I'll just... You guys, we're not going to sit here and do checks and checks and checks, so...
It's fine by us. Saves us time.
There's a door.
Ooh, there is definitely a hole.
Yeah, I don't think the tower's up anymore.
So there's a door.
Can I fit my fast through there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like the world is
Yeah,
flat.
no, I know. It was for comedic value, don't worry.
Yeah, if you go off the edge of the map, you die.
There will be dragons here. I am a dragon.
I'm intrigued by this architecture, and I just take a glance at it on the way by.
It's definitely human. Kind of unusual compared to most of the human castles that you've encountered.
Because of the age?
Yes, that and the fact that, like, there is quite ornate carvings at certain points, like, especially towards, like, the stairway that you saw previously.
Yeah.
So you could assume that the people that did inhabit it a long time ago were of the noble variety.
Oh, nice.
We still going?
Sure, why not?
Going all the way around you. Looks like another entrance here, maybe.
Is there anybody that could check the bits that are clearly derelict and find out if they had fallen from age or if they've fallen because it's been attacked?
Someone would make an investigation check.
Mm-hmm.
I only have 10 in that. Anybody better?
It would be like, it'd be Deets. She thought of it.
Womp. Don't know. Bye.
Yeah, you just don't know. Like, I mean, it's the piles of rubble and stuff. They're like high enough that like you can't see in through those parts. But like you've got no fucking clue how it happened. Chevy's just like, I'm a sprint around here.
Just gonna open up the rest of the around it.
We have to do this in Diablo 3 as well. We have to uncover every square inch of map before we can move on.
I have OCD problems, okay? Okay, so which entrance would we like to go in? The front, the side, or... Is that another entrance up here? It looks like it. At the top.
What, this bit?
Where there's the trail coming, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's like a small archway.
So there's 3
where there
entrances.
was also a door. So all of the doors have been removed.
Stoney comes out. I see a broken door. Shamash, your work?
Well,
No.
so which entrance would we like to go in? Anyone?
Trying to think what the chances are that all those doors lead to the main hall.
They all just diverge on like the exact same room. We're like, oh god damn it.
The way it laid out from how the entrances are, it looks like the south one might be the best bet of it not opening directly into the main hall.
I'm down with that.
I approve of
Alright.
guessing.
Oh, when your DM's nice, that means you're going to die soon.
Probably, yeah.
Thanks!
So you're going to the one at the south, yeah?
Yeah, it looked pretty promising.
Let somebody stealthier go first, not me, in other words.
Not me, I fucked it right up last time.
Right.
Alright, I'm gonna check the stairs for traps.
Cool.
Fine.
You can't tell. You can, however, see slightly further up the stairs.
I like a door.
An actual standing door.
Yes.
Ooh.
Like, none of us want to go on the stairs because we don't know if it's trapped or not.
Okay.
And I poke the stairs with my stick.
Sure, why not?
What am I rolling?
I don't know, actually. Let me have a look.
Just attack them.
Just attack the stairs!
I don't know what stair DC is.
Yeah, I don't know either.
One question for the dwarven
Survival, maybe?
bonus on that hammer.
It would be investigation, I think.
It's just because she's poking it with a stick.
Your call, DM.
Fuck it, we'll use acrobatics instead, just for my own amusement.
I was actually leaning towards acrobatics.
You push your stick towards the stairs, and like a tiny stone crumbles away as you hit the stairs due to the age of the stairs, and it just rolls slowly down, crumbles at the bottom.
I'm pretty sure if a stone rolled down the stairs, if there was any kind of sensitive trap, that would have set it off.
Yeah. Gonna risk
What
it.
was Stoney doing?
I typed it out because it was a bit easier to explain.
Where did you put it? Hang on, nobody move.
In D&D. It's a general question. It's about that, like the dwarven bonus on the
I said
the
don't
hammer.
move.
I was already halfway moved. I tried to put it back and it didn't click.
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
You. Okay, you can move again now. No one can move again.
No one can move again. Noel instantly moves.
That's alright. I need
Just
DC to roll
wants to
shit now.
Yeah, he just wants to watch me in pain. That's all that was.
As you move towards the door, you get your foot caught on a tripwire.
Oh shit.
I need you to... Where is the thing? A dexterity saving throw. To avoid the large amount of rocks that are coming towards your face, which you missed. So, like, yeah, you've got your foot caught in the trapwire. You've seen some rocks. They're falling towards your head. You try to release your foot from the tripwire. You fail to get there in time. Did I just pull out the wrong dice? No. And you have taken 5, 10, 12 points of bludgeoning damage as the rocks have fallen onto you and pushed you to the ground.
Ouch.
So now you're trapped on the stomach because you didn't get your foot out quite as quickly as you needed to. This dice is blank.
Is Shaw like trapped under boulders now, or?
Not like completely trapped, but like moving the rocks off her might be appreciated.
I got good strength. Let me do this. Where's my strength?
pushes the gnome elf out the way. I'ma do this.
What do I do?
Athletics, yeah.
Oh, of course.
Now you're trapped too.
Of course.
My turn.
Hang on. She critically failed. I can do shit to her.
Yep.
Yep, no, so you've pushed Trixie's little character out of the way, and in your rush to do so, you've kind of tripped over one of the cobblestones in front on the floor, and you've slammed your face towards the rocks and hit your head on the rock.
Ouch.
And you have taken 3 points of bludgeoning damage. It's like
My
the
nose
best
is
shit
probably
show right now.
bleeding, and my
It's like
tooth
the
is
fucking
broken.
Chuckle Brothers, and Kedders will be the only one here that gets that.
To me.
To you! Now then, Barry.
Now we sound like fucking nutters. But yeah, right, who's next then?
Good.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a strength check and try to get it off the shot.
You managed to push like a couple of the bigger rocks out the way. This kind of given Shah enough like movement range. So if DT, if you do an athletics check as well. Yeah, and you managed to push the rest of the rubble like off you. Kind of a bit dazed. You can like shake it off. Like walk it off, yo. Walk it off.
So, now that we've set off that trap and probably have alerted everybody inside there's somebody out here.
I mean, you're not hearing any massive amounts of noise like rushing towards you, which you would imagine if someone was coming towards you with large amounts of weapons. But on the plus side, triggering the trap also opened the door.
No.
Which is amusing, considering. But then again, goblins aren't known for their smarts.
I'm just like, hey, I still got the door open, right? Right?
Yeah, with by using your head as bait.
So I've opened all the rest of the freaking doors.
All right, so you can now peer through the doorway and you can see a hallway leading down in front.
Trixie, see about going to like where that first corner is and see if you can see around the corner down the other hallway.
Nope.
She can't see shit. I'm doing that dice thing again. I need to throw them somewhere.
Can I do sneaky a little bit more around the corner?
Sure.
Ooh.
You sneak around the corner, and I'm met by a door.
A
Damn.
vicious door with 500 HP and the ability to breathe fire. You die. Hashtag Dark Souls.
No, as long as you're still opening it, you can't take damage. But yeah, you couldn't see very well. It is quite a dark corner of the castle. Like, it's not lit, really. I mean, so, like, there's only natural light, like, in patches coming in through, like, parts of the roof. Because there are holes missing in the roof. So, like, it's kind of lit, but dimly lit. So, like, smaller corridors are quite dark. So you've kind of, you went around the corner, you put your hands out to, like, try and see what was in front of you, see if there was any obstacles, and you were greeted by a wooden door. It was a good stealth roll, though, however, so you can step up to the door and listen for noise, if you would like.
Yay.
Okay, so you've put, like, your ear towards the door. You can definitely hear, like, quite a large amount of, like, movement. Like, it sounds a little bit like a small party. There are noises that you would hear at a feast, just no entertainment noises. So there's no, like, you know, band or anything playing, but there's, like, food being eaten, like, wine being drunk, you know, lots of goblin voices kind of in revelrous spirits.
So let's like not open that door right now.
Yep. So now you can go back and like tell everyone what you found.
It's a party.
It's a party, dudes. I mean, she's not wrong.
I think we should sneak past this door. Like Chevy said.
Yeah, I think we should check that there's nothing further up before we go
Yeah.
causing trouble in there.
Before we start opening any doors, make sure there's not anything just like here.
All right.
Noel's still outside. Just no.
He's coming. He's just staying away from traps.
I was watching R6 because someone should.
It's a creepy castle when you are going in the side door.
Okay, I really want to actually roll a perception check, even though I'm not the best at it. I want to look to
Do
the
it.
right of me.
Okay.
Shaw, how much damage did you take?
A lot. 12.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Trixie, could you just check the area in front of us for traps, maybe? I mean, I know they live in here, but maybe they don't use this hallway.
Yoink.
There you
Thanks.
go.
You can't sense any more traps. I mean, you're looking mostly for tripwires, the same that were fashioned like outside the door. You can't see any in your near vicinity.
Cool, cool.
You guys are all so cautious.
Well, because last time when we just like aren't as cautious, we like ran into like 10 things. at once.
I've still got zombie PTSD from our running with the what's his face, the necromancer.
All right, let me give you a bit more because like you can't really see shit where you are. So we've got doors, and walls, and doors. All right.
Lots of doors.
Yep. It's a world of possibilities.
What's behind door number 3?
I'd like to listen at this door. What do I roll for that?
Perception or stealth. I think no. Trixy rolls stealth. Roll stealth.
Somebody else wanted to. I said it. I'll do it. I just have really bad stealth, so.
You made a clinking noise as you put yourself towards the door.
Didn't do a crit fail.
Yeah, but like, you know, it's still pretty bad. So, due to that, you've now alerted 2 hobgoblins in the room that you were trying to spy on.
Which it doesn't even need the door. You can just walk around it.
I know, right? Who knew?
Is the door that I'm on, is it unlocked?
Yes.
Okay, good. I don't have to go around it, then I can just open it when we do this fight. We need to roll, right?
Yeah, because my turn is essentially just the hobgoblins have moved slightly closer towards the door because they know that something's behind it.
Nice roll, Noel.
It's on character name alphabetical order, isn't it, when 2 are the same?
Yes.
Correct.
Chevy's last.
Yeah, that's become kind of normal.
Noel's first. NOELGAMESH.
Yeah, I don't have line of sight, do I?
No, you're gonna have to like. I mean, this part here, Chevy's very right. There is a wall here, so like you can go around this way as well. So like you can go through the door or around.
So
the wall.
then, none of us even know there's 2 goblins in there yet.
No, only Chevy
So
does because she's the
initiative,
one who's like.
So the initiative order defaults to the 3 of them. They get basically like a surprise round. And then we know based on their actions that something's actually happening in there. But right now, the 5 of us, well, the 4 of us and the dog have no idea what's happening in there.
All right, this is my turn. This hobgoblin here, after they've looked at each other for a period of time, has decided to fling the door open. So he's flung the door open and pushed you back slightly. So now you can see
Oh, God.
that there are 2 hobgoblins who are like, what the fuck? And then you guys can take your turn because like it wasn't, the door was shut as well, so it wasn't like the easiest one for me to like do attack rolls for either. So
How many movements do we get? 5?
yes.
5 per feet. 25. Yeah, 5. Okay, so I can't actually get close enough to do anything. I'll take this square instead, and I'm just gonna hold my ground. I'm gonna wait for one of them to get within attacking range, and whoever gets in that square first, that's my trigger to just wail at him.
I can shoot over Noel, right?
Yeah, he's trying.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I've got the wrong music. 1 second.
Turn up the volume for in the Roll20 program.
Pump up the volume, pump the jam, pump it up.
Okay, I see where it is.
Who was next?
Okay, so we can't go through that little area without the door, right?
We can go around or through the door.
This bit. This
Yeah, you can go down
this
there.
bit's open, so you can go through there if you want.
The door's also open.
Yeah, but I just don't want to take that chance and don't have my rolls were last time. With my luck, I'll point down and just shoot Noel in the head.
Whoa.
Good point.
Alright, Hunter's Mark, how did I do that again?
Which one?
That one.
Yep.
And I'm gonna take a shot.
Nice attack roll.
It was. You hit him. So you can do your d6 as well. Yep, with your arrow, you fired it straight forward and caused a sizable chunk of damage to this poor hobgoblin, who was just enjoying himself until you guys just clanged your way into his life. So yeah, he's now got an arrow stuck in the back of his shoulder blade, because he was slightly turned to you guys because he'd been staring at the door. Wasn't expecting people to come around the wall, but they're not the smartest of creatures.
Nice shot, Trix.
Okay, Day's turn.
Go, Wolf.
Wow.
Swing and a miss. No, he he definitely hits it. Yep, this hobgoblin is not doing so hot. Day has lunged forward, taken his claws out, and got swipe, and has caused some slashing damage to the hobgoblin in front of him.
Okay, then.
Whee!
Fuck's sake.
I'm gonna hit him with my dragon stick.
It's now the dragon stick. The dragon stick!
Oh, I've got an even better name for it this week.
Oh, yeah.
Let me get Durgans.
Yep, you hit him pretty hard. Sizable chunk of damage, man. He ain't doing so hot. You've kind of bashed in his shoulder armor. But these hobgoblins, they don't look so great. I said that just as the music was like, doo. So it's Mal's turn. Mal! You gonna play with your new
hitting
hammer?
this one.
Alright. He needs to do wisdom saving throw. Failed that hilariously.
That's why he's laughing.
Yeah,
Look how shit I am! I
So
can't
it was-
believe it!
it was this one, yeah.
Correct.
This goblin takes a step back. He drops his stuff on the floor and just laughs and laughs and laughs. At nothing. He's just laughing away at himself. He's not a threat no more. He's just kind of giggling away. Like a very stoned hobgoblin he is.
You got some of the
Look at
good
my
stuff.
pack.
And it's Chevy's turn.
Put my hunter's mark on this guy.
You miss him.
I kind of figured.
Yeah.
Not having very good rolls today so far.
He swung, but he still managed to dodge out the way. Even though he's not looking so hot, he had just about enough wherewithal to like get the way out of the long sword that was coming towards his face. He's a small and nimble creature. Right. This hobgoblin here, he manages to get himself slightly composed. He takes a moment, shakes himself off, realizes that he was being a fool, and turns back around to see that there is the fight continuing around him. It's pretty much his turn. So he's not laughing anymore. I'm sorry.
No.
This dude, however, turns around to hit Chevy, to hit ELPHABA. But as he does so, swings his sword a little bit too vigorously, and then slices his own hand off, causing 5 points of damage to himself, the shock of which kills him outright.
Lol.
Not
Yep.
bad.
Yep, so you've only got one left. It's Noel's turn. It's Noel's turn.
Fuck.
Yep.
You've taken your mace out and swung at him though, but he manages to dodge out the way. He's totally with it now that he's not laughing no more. So.
My turn, are you done?
Yes, I think Noel's done. Are
Yep.
you done now?
Oh yeah.
Trixie's just like, leave it to me, lads.
Pretty much.
And fucking fires an arrow hard enough that it knocks his like eyeball through the back of his skull. Jesus Christ.
Shish kebab!
That should be your catchphrase.
I bet he didn't see that coming.
Shish kebab!
Oh my.
Stoney gives a nod of appreciation towards Shamash for that pun.
Nice shot again, Trixie.
Okay. So Trixie mullered the hobgoblin.
XP's, please.
It's only 200 split between you. Because they were small and had very little health. So
40
yeah,
each.
yeah.
$22.70 is the total.
Yes.
What you looking for? Loot.
I'm looting this guy.
There is nothing of use on the dude in front of you, as far as you can tell. I mean, apart from like his rusted sword, like
no,
even their
no
weapons are
arrows or
pretty
anything.
naff. Not really. I mean, you can pick up the one that flew behind him and like take the eyeball off it and give it back to Trixie if you want.
I can't get this eyeball off. I'm sorry, here. Just take it.
Drippy stick. The blood and matted
I,
brain
I
mess.
try and shake. Like, I shake it really hard, and it's still on there, so I just hand it to her.
I don't know, man. It still would work. It's just got an eyeball in the middle of it now.
That might make it a magic arrow.
I doubt it. It's probably just going to make it slide to the floor a
Oh
bit
my
quicker.
god. You, like,
Nobody's.
it's a Hanzo arrow. You shoot it,
Disadvantage for
and it
weight.
tells you who's around it. Because it's an
Lol.
eyeball.
It'll be like Hanzo's little, yeah.
If we had a wizard, we could probably enchant it. He could spend a night enchanting
See
that eyeball.
through the dragon's eyes.
Right?
Oh, Hanzo main.
Now.
Nobody's head came off, did it?
No.
No, just a hand.
Unless you want me to cut one off. I can do that if you want.
No, it's fine. I'll organically harvest my heads, thank you.
I mean, you can have the arrow with the eyeball on it if you ask nicely.
No, it's
I'm
fine.
not sure whether
I'm just
Trixie wants it.
I'm just a head aficionado.
Stoney also sort of saunters up to Shaw, clearly in an introspective moment, and puts the idea out there that would it be possible to actually perch himself on the creature's shoulder and play from there?
You... What?
He wants to stand on top of one of the bodies and then play the guitar like you're the hero.
You want me to lift you onto one of the bodies?
On your shoulder.
Onto my shoulders?
Yeah. So he can be tall and play.
Do you want me to paint you up there?
Yeah, and I'll ride around sitting on your shoulder playing.
I mean, you're not in the middle of a castle or anything, guys. I mean, sure, you want to sit there in like the small barracks room and have like, you know, a little Renaissance moment. Go nuts. I'm down with this.
Should we go ahead and open this?
Oh, it looks terrible.
room.
It was
Down
the
here.
shittiest
In the
thing
short
ever.
time I had to draw, it's basically a stick person standing on a stick person, but here you go.
That's okay, Noel. If you want to do that in MS Paint, you can put it in the handouts.
Exactly.
That time we murdered 2 hobgoblins. Yeah. Fucking stick person.
But do we want to go ahead and go into this room below us since it's just that room?
I mean, do you?
I'm asking everybody else, obviously.
I'm just gonna sit there and be like, do you? In the
I go
meantime-
where Shaw goes. Da-da-da-da.
Oh goodness, I love that you're just on Shaw's shoulders.
Which way are we going?
South. Like, I think we should go into this room, but I'm asking if everybody else thinks that because it's just this one room.
I'm down with that.
Perception check.
As people discuss, Stoney starts like sort of punctuating the conversation by playing along with what they say.
Yep, it's a door.
Like, is it
Great.
locked?
It's not locked. It's definitely a door.
Well, Chevy, open it.
I open
You can
the
open
door.
it if you want. You open the door? Sick.
Nice.
Oh no, it's a boomkit thingy.
It's an owl bear. And I want
Kinda-
one in my life.
I kind of look up at Stoney and I'm like, are you sure you want to stay up there?
Here's your helmet.
Mal,
Yes.
the stuff if it's sent to you on Discord whilst we're playing in italics is your weapon, is your musical instrument.
Okay.
Everybody's rolling shit for this one.
As you open the door, because it's my turn, the owlbear lunges towards you all.
I still need Stoney's initiative check, please.
Yeah, I'm doing my turn anyway. It's the worst. I mean, it's better than yours, but yeah.
Oh
He
dang, I actually go
roars.
first. Oh.
The owlbear roars at your presence and he swipes at you through the doorway.
Can we just like close the door right away?
Missing, but only just. I mean, you could if you wanted to, but.
You said we're yeah.
Yeah, is he bigger than the doorway?
Yes.
So he's fucking stuck in
How
there.
the fuck did he get in there? How did he get in?
I just squeezed him through. Shoved him through.
Put him in when he was a little owlet bear.
Oh, that could be right.
I mean, that or the fact that the bit of wall next to you isn't actually a wall, but like a large boulder that looks like it's just been put in place.
This is true.
So, like, yeah, there's many ways he could have gotten in, but you can definitely see the remains of a crate. And then they've just kind of locked him in this room, and he's, like, been breaking furniture. He's pissed, man.
Let's take him down.
Is there any reasoning with it? Can anybody talk to? Wait, I can talk to. Can I?
It's a... I think you can talk to beasts.
Here you go,
Yeah,
Marty.
animal ray. I don't know.
Just his large monstrosity unaligned. He's not very intelligent. I'm not sure it would work.
Okay, here's an idea.
You can still give it a go. Everything, right? No matter how stupid it sounds, right? Everything, you can still give it a go. As to whether it works or not, it's like then up to luck.
I mean, would it be animal handling?
Did you not take the one where you can talk to them? It's like
Speak with animals.
yeah.
No, I've got. Oh damn it! I've got the. Hold on.
But yeah,
I've got
impossible is
Snarling
probable.
Strike, Hunter's Mark, and Cure Wounds. That's what I said.
Okay. Well, all right then. Frustrated at the fact that he couldn't manage to swipe either of you through the doorway, he kind of like has a bit of a rampage and like is a little bit is like huffing. He's huffing over here after he's like he's flipped a table over. Like they're pretty fucking angry animals, man.
We are gonna fight him, right? Like, I mean,
I mean,
guys,
if you want to.
do we want to do this?
I'm down for it.
Sweet. Okay.
Woo! That was an owlbear roll.
I would like to put my hunter's mark on it.
Is that the rock? Or is that the rock? Oh, that hole.
As all of us are like, hello.
Well, this is exactly the same as all of this.
Yeah. Like,
So I assume it's...
no, I get it.
Yeah, it's that one, right?
It would have been impressive if they'd have like knocked out the bit of wall and put it through there, considering that's smaller than the doorway. I don't know. That's what it says in the explanation as to how
They-
they got
holy
it.
crap.
They
That
knocked
would
the
make
wall.
sense.
They knocked the wall down.
Yeah.
And then they couldn't get it back, so they put this boulder there to block up the hole.
Holy crap, this guy's character is huge if my hunter's mark is way over there.
He is, yeah.
I'm trying to figure out
Okay.
how to let this thing out into this castle.
Oh, you want to get it out?
I'm telling this to Shaw. Like, we're standing over here, and I'm like, I'm trying to figure out a way to get this thing out so we can just let it loose in here, and it'll do a lot of the fighting for us.
That battle orders are wrong.
Here you
I'm
go.
after Mal.
What was that, Trixie?
Oh, I'm after you. The battle order's wrong.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
English is hard, yo. Sorry. I saw the opportunity and I took it. Yeah, you've managed to piss him off even further by taking your sword and like slashing him open with it. Some feathers have come off in the process. There's a
Aww.
Look at him, he's all bloody, like I care.
he's pissed.
He's
Well,
cute.
Put him out of his misery then, now won't we?
He's cute.
He looks pretty.
Are you gonna go hug him? I dare you to hug him.
That's Noel's turn.
No, hug him.
Send the halfling!
Noel hugs his leg and spends the remainder of the fucking fight just fastened to his leg.
What kind of roll would that be if it was a hug?
Just acrobatics, I guess. See if we can get hold of it and stay on.
Might just be a straight up dex.
So not that one, but that one.
Sure.
I cast blindness, a level 2 spell on the owlbear.
And okay. Yeah, he failed his first saving throw, so he's currently blind.
I point
I
to
assume
that.
that's the one you wanted, yeah?
Yes. Then I point to that rock and I say, "Let's knock that rock out. Let this fucker out."
No, let's kill him instead.
You can
Once
do that.
you've blinded this poor owlbear, and now he's like got his hands on his eyes and he's screeching. He is screeching in confusion. It's kind of like a hoot screech. Someone's gonna think I'm killing someone else. It was Mal. DC has fixed it. It's Mal.
DT's still like way back here though.
I mean, are you finished doing what you were told to do?
I was gonna ride around on her.
Well, that's not what you've been told. If you're gonna argue the point, I need you to do a Constitution saving throw.
Ow! Okay, so I scramble down and sidestep over and begin doing what I was told.
Okay. I mean, you guys can find out if you want to, but you'll have to do perception checks.
What?
I have eyes forward.
Yep. I highly doubt any of you are looking at Stoney, but Stoney's currently leaning over and carving a small bone out of a hobgoblin.
Yeah, I have definitely got my eyes on this thing in
have
front of
3
me.
She was sitting on my shoulders. How have I not noticed this?
I have 3 goblin fingers. I don't bat an eye at it.
You're like the thickest human around, man.
Pretty thick for a human, considering I'm a dragon. Racist.
You know what I mean, though. You're a fucking moron. You're a moron!
I am the idiot savant, thank you very much.
I mean, would you really be paying attention to the fact that she just clambered off you, or are you gonna go, like, fucking face forward into an owlbear?
I'm gonna go face forward into an owlbear.
There we go, right?
So is this Mal's turn then? Like, this is what she's doing during her turn?
Yeah.
Seems so.
What is she doing?
Right, as you've managed to procure the bone. You've managed to procure the bone.
Okay.
And as you've done so, you hear a small whisper. Good. Only 3 more parts left. Right, so then it's Trixie.
Stoney moves back over to Shamash and lifts his arms up like, "Pick me up!"
Fuck's sake.
Can I hug it?
No one gets your
Do you want to hug it? Go right ahead if you want to hug it. If you want to hug it and not be hit, you need to do a dexterity saving throw.
Put Hunter smart. Take a shot at it.
She's like, I don't want to run the risk of my dice rolls being shite.
Nice, you're doing some good attack rolls.
Yeah, roll your hunter's mark. Okay, yep. You've taken an arrow. You fired it towards the owlbear, who's currently blind. So he is pretty much just a standing target of feathers and fluff. And as the arrow pierces his chest, he lets out another hooting screech.
Definitely alerting everybody to our presence.
I mean... saying that, actually, I'm not entirely sure, because they've left him in this room for, like, fucking ages.
This is
So
true.
they're probably used to these noises from him. DT.
Is Duggo not having a go?
Nah.
Oh! I forget Day Day exists sometimes.
She's like, hell no, not getting him close to that thing.
Yeah, I don't want him near it just in case.
I want to use one of my key points
Alright,
for an arm strike.
okay. Spam me with dice rolls.
Nice.
They all hit, so that's 18.
Well, first, did Shaw pick up Stoney or no?
No.
Oh.
Oh, damn it, I'm not supposed to be in here.
Yep. Whilst the owlbear is still kind of like flailing around in pain, screeching a little bit, like he's just kind of confused and dazed, beaten upon, you have taken the opportunity to get behind him, hit him viciously 3 times, once with your staff, twice with your fists. And he's kind of just, he's flailing around and panicked and confused. He's not looking so hot. He's not looking so hot. His screeches are getting slightly smaller, and volume is going down. Right, I need to do... What was it I needed to do? Constitution. Okay, he's now managed to regain his sight. In doing so, he can now see the wounds that are on him, the slash of the swords, and the arrows sticking out his chest. He's very panicked, very pissed. Lunges around and smacks Chevy in the face. That's 2d8 plus 5. Give me a sec, I need my d8s. That's a d12. Why can I never distinguish what the d8s are? There we go. 1, 2. And he does 5, 10 points of slashing damage with his claws. But after he's made his attack, you can see that it's taken a lot out of him. He's taken a moment. He's breathing quite heavily. He's not looking so good. He's looking very panicked, very confused.
Okay.
Defeated.
Oh.
You miss.
Of course.
The impact of the slashing damage from the owlbear has caused you to misjudge and miss the owlbear. I just like saying the word owlbear at this point.
Owlbear, owlbear, owlbear.
He's an owlbear. Who was next?
It's Noel.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. I also keep updating it in Discord if it gets pushed off the screen.
I don't have the Discord screen up this time, that's why.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Hey, Gnome! What you gonna do?
I was gonna knock that rock out and then try and lure him into that room blind.
I mean,
with all the reveille, and then take the blindness off and fucking close the door. But now he's like almost dead, and I doubt I'd get that rock out of place by myself because everyone's fighting it now.
I don't think he'd actually make it out of the room anyway. Like, he ain't looking so hot, man. No, I mean physically.
Oh.
Like, I don't think he can walk very far.
Yeah, we'd also have the challenge of trying to get him through the next door when he didn't fit through this one.
Chevy?
Thank you.
I'm assuming that was at her and not the owlbear. Fuck you guys, I'm keeping it alive! That would be me. I'd be that prick. Okay. Are you done? Are you good? Are you happy? You content? I mean, apart from the fact that they've ruined your plans.
And I kind of, because I'm over here, I nudge Trixie and I say, try and tame it. Because she has like animal husbandry or something.
Well, I can't tame it if I already have one, though.
Yeah. I mean, you'd have to get rid of the wolf and you'd have to do it exceptionally fast.
There's a
that
difference.
And the fact that I'm not... No, she can't tame it yet. She's like, even though you're level 3 now, like the owlbear is 3 challenge, she can only have stuff that's half.
She can't command another pet, but taming is just making something docile and kind of okay with you, like breaking a horse. It's not making it a pet per se.
It's already nearly dead.
Well, that's when animal handling comes into play. When things are basically broken.
Yeah, he's not wrong. But yeah, I don't think it would work anyway. Just because of the fact that like the challenge is so high, it's too high for her level. Like,
unless she rolls a 20.
True.
Crocodile Dundee. Put out the fingers.
It's your turn, Mal.
What is this thing like Trixie's on? I can't really tell. Is it just like a little wooden wall, or is that the door? Or...
The door's open.
The door is open.
Alright, I'm gonna step up in front of the wolf. And I'm going to lay down a fat beat for Shaw there.
Awesome.
Making bacon pancakes, bacon pancakes.
I love that song.
Bacon pancakes are also excellent. So bardic inspiration, yeah?
Yep, made a note of ma'am.
Cool. Trixie's turn.
Alrighty.
Just so it's there.
Can I actually just aim for his heart? Can I get it over with?
Yeah, if you want. It's a -2 to your hit.
Alright.
Holy shit!
Say, it already came out with the crit thing on the bottom, so that's a nat 20.
Burp.
Plus the hunter's mark.
You don't need the hunter's mark. I just did the math without pressing push to talk. Yeah. So you've taken your arrow and you've fired it straight towards the owlbear's chest, and it's gone straight through. You can see it's gone about halfway up the shaft. It's gone like solidly through. You would assume that it's pierced his heart, as he instantly goes down with a sort of wheezing hoot. And like his eyes start to glass over, and he crumples into a bundle of feathers and fluff.
Never felt so bad about killing an enemy.
He's out of his misery now. He's no longer trapped in this room. XP, please.
700 divided by you, so divided by 5. So it's like, well, I don't know. Someone else do the maths. I do the rest.
140 each.
So we're at 2, 4, 10.
Yes. Before you guys do any loot, I have to do some stuff that I have realized I can do in order to add stuff in and make it a bit more streamlined as far as Stoney stuff is concerned. So, seeing as it's technically halfway through, I declare potty break is officially open.
Okay.
Get beverages and other things. I mean, oh man, he's now just a heap of feathers and fluff. Bloody feathers and fluff, but still.
Can I take some non-bloody feathers?
Sure you can.
I would also like to take a handful of feathers.
Then I would like you both to do athletics. You both managed to get 6 feathers in your fist.
Oh, that's perfect.
It's not just a yes.
I'm going to discard one of my goblin heads and tie the feathers to my belt in its place.
All right, good sir. Is Mal back? Okay, so as opposed to doing it in Discord, I've managed to work out a way to do it here.
Okay. Sorry, eating chimichanga. Grandma wanted Mexican for her birthday dinner.
This way we can all see it.
Because that means whilst that's going on, other stuff can still be going on.
This is a chest over here, right?
Now it's a table that
So
the
upside down
owlbear has
table.
flipped. He flipped that table.
Oh, I thought you had mentioned something about we saw a chest somewhere in here.
No, it was like a wooden crate that they'd had him in,
Oh, okay.
that he'd like busted out of.
I see. Just out of curiosity, what are these?
I don't
Choose
know.
the thing.
They look like bookshelves, that's why I'm asking.
They do.
Awesome. Yes. I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, you've kind of looted him by taking his feathers. Like, he's out there. So. I mean, you know, I feel like it would be kind of weird if you punched him in the stomach and he coughed up gold.
Kick my goblin head into the wall.
It smushes slightly and leaves a blood splatter behind. All right, then, dudes. Where you perceptioning with your critical perception roll?
With the giant crate-looking box over here.
It's a table.
Oh, then I find a magazine. I find a National Geographic.
It's a table that was flipped, quite literally, by an owlbear.
So should we go up this way or over here?
I think maybe if we like take it round this way and see if we can't like loop around. Maybe.
Sounds good to me.
If everybody's down with that.
Perception, that mofo.
Okay, so we're going up this way, correct?
Cool.
Well, since I'm here, I'll do one.
You are greeted by a small spike trap.
Is anybody able to disarm traps?
That sounds like a Trixy thing.
Yeah.
What do I roll?
Perception.
Yeah, probably. Just do a perception roll. Yep, you managed to unlock the mechanism, and the spikes all fall down to the floor, so they're now flat on the floor. It's safe to walk across.
Two more doors.
Well, one's going to lead into this turret here.
Yeah, so that's going to be an end, probably.
Yeah, so it makes sense. Makes sense to check that room first before we move on, I would guess.
I guess I can
agree.
Were you listening, or were you just busting it open?
listening.
That would be a stealth roll instead, then.
Oh, okay, never mind. Or stuff.
Nice. You can hear a large humanoid creature of some kind, and the shuffling noise of a beast.
So there's two in there.
Yes, I
One moment. Chevy's just looking at something.
No worries.
For clarification, what is classified as a fiend in this game?
I would say ethereal stuff. Fiends themselves are actual monsters.
Okay. Like, would the owlbear have been considered a fiend?
No, because he's a beast.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a specific class of monster. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind then.
Specifically otherworldly.
Yeah, mostly necromancy things that aren't undead.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out what my divine sense actually works on. It's celestial, fiend, and undead.
Yeah, it's sort of ghost things, demons, and undead critters.
Demons,
So
devils,
basically
Yugoloths,
anything that's not
Dividends,
of this
Lordlings,
plane
Typhons.
kind of thing.
Okay,
Yeah,
Hags.
ghouls, ghosts,
Spooky, scary skeletons.
pretty much, yeah, the
Epistles.
shit you find in horror films. Like,
Okay, cool.
Nightmares.
Is
Yeah.
the door unlocked?
yes.
Okay, I have the most HP. Should I open it? I'll open the door. Oh,
You
this is quite
open
a
the door.
decorated room.
And are greeted by a bugbear and a direwolf. And you can also see just the small figure of an unconscious dwarf.
All right. Well, since I threw the door open, that means throws, right? Unless we're going to try to have a conversation with him, a bugbear.
We did once try to talk to a bugbear. I think.
Didn't that end badly, I think?
I mean, they can. Their conversational skills aren't brilliant.
And there's a wolf that's probably just going to instantly attack us anyway.
We still had to fight him
Yeah.
anyways, because he had that girl captive, the last one that we
Yep.
got to talk to.
He is a larger bugbear than the previous ones you had encountered.
Just said we don't.
Definitely
But-
liking the thing that you bought for the different skins and stuff for the
Yeah,
characters. They're cool.
I think that one was actually Google. I didn't actually get any bugbears, upsettingly.
Well, you still are using some good character models. So.
Oh, that's him.
Yes.
Sorry, I was zoomed way out so I could see the whole castle. And is that dwarf boy up there?
Yeah. Does that symbol mean that he's unconscious?
Yes, it was the closest I could find.
Cool.
Now that's the roll.
Yeah.
This room is much better well kept than the one that the poor owlbear was in.
It's a very nice room.
Right.
I mean, the owlbear destroyed the room, so...
It has crown moldings.
Well, he didn't have a fluffy straw bed or anything.
Nah, we still need your initiative.
Sorry, eating and trying to write my guide for the channel.
You also need to come join us.
It's okay, I can move her. Cool. Mal's first anyway. Lol. It was like, I'm doing things. Yeah, you're first.
Oh my god, that one rug looks like a house cat.
Are
Maybe
these?
it is.
There's something up in that corner, right? Like that on that bear rug. That's a dude.
Yeah, it's a dwarf. An unconscious dwarf.
He might be the one
Okay.
we were looking for.
I'm gonna move up and sort of stand behind ELPHABA and Shaw.
Okay.
Look at my skill. I'll go ahead and inspire ELPHABA. Girl, you'll be a woman soon.
I forget again.
1d6.
Shaw never used the bardic inspiration from last time.
It's all
Does it
around.
still carry over, or is it just per battle?
It carries round until you have a rest of any kind.
That's what I thought. Okay. So that means that both Shaw and I have it right now. Cool. Cool.
Yep.
And that's gonna be it for me.
I am not bi, thank you very much.
Lol.
I wasn't giggling at all. Okay, are you
I knew what you were laughing at as soon as you started giggling.
are you done? Are you done, Mel? I'm guessing she's done.
Is the door already open? Did we enter yet?
Yeah,
I
Chevy
opened
pushed
the
it
door.
open.
Okay. Alright, so... Shit. Alright, put a hunter's mark on the wolf. Okay, I'll take my shot at him.
Damn, girl, your attack
I know.
is.
Right? Last time I was total shit. Now it's
Um,
making up for it.
And your d6.
Type it wrong. I forgot the first.
Yep, you've taken a look at the snarling beast, and you have shot him. There is an arrow stuck inside. Sending Day-Day. Day-Day, woof versus woof.
Fight.
Fucking crit woof!
What?
Jesus fuck! When did he become useful?
Guess who's the alpha fucking dog?
Day-Day is not okay with other wolves.
He's
I have
pissed because he
taken-
heard about that tape.
has taken serious slashes towards him, doing not 2, but 3 slashes at this wolf, beating him down. The wolf is now in a wolf battle with Day-Day. Alright, DT.
Deets by.
Yeah, Deets by.
I'll use a key point for an arm strike.
Okay.
Yeah, you have it. That's
And
all.
I'll use Bardic Inspiration as well.
Okay.
Nice.
Ooh.
The Bardic Inspiration would be off your original, so that would be off your melee attack with the stick. So, hit, miss, hit. So that makes it 16, 21, 23.
Yeah, that's what I
23.
get. Yeah.
Nice.
You've leaped behind the bugbear, who was not quick enough to follow you, and in a quick succession of blows have dealt a serious amount of damage to him. He is quite taken aback. There is a bit of surprise. Just mullered half his health. Well, close enough. Rip bugbear. That makes it.
No. NOELGAMESH.
I can't get to anybody, so I'm going to use my dash action to just run over to Gundren.
I mean,
And
you don't know
then-
that's who that is. It's just unconscious dwarf right now.
Yeah, I'm
You're assuming.
sort of, yeah, I'm making a blatant assumption that there's a good chance this might be Gundren. Because, like, how many
Okay.
male dwarfs could be in this area? Well, yeah. I know there's a possibility it's Gundren. So I'm motivated on that instinct alone. And I'm also going to use a bonus action when I get there to heal word.
On Gundren?
Yes.
Okay. Yep. You have done that. You have brought him out of unconsciousness, but he's still very dazed. He's gonna need some time to
Of course, yeah.
sort
Acclimate.
himself out. Yes. But yeah, nice job, Noel.
Chevy by.
I'm gonna put my hunter's mark on the wolf. Actually, I'll stand there so I'm not.
Try and tame it.
Yep, it hits. So
Nice.
it's 12, 18. Yep, you've taken your longsword and slashed at the wolf. Whilst he has been locked in his battle with Day-Day, you have ended the battle quite swiftly by killing the wolf.
You're a murderer.
As he goes down, a small howl comes from his lungs.
Why, Chevy?
She's just murdering all the animals, man.
They're in my way. They must die.
F. Right, it's my turn. I need the bugbear sheet. There you are. It's my D20, 2 D8s. Why is it always D8s? D8 seems to be a very common damage amount. Currently, anyway. Right. The bugbear now knows that you are behind him, of course, and has turned to face you, has taken his mace and swung towards you, but you have jumped slightly out the way, and he has missed his attack. He has now left his back open to the people behind. So then it's back to the top, so it's Mal.
I'm going to step forward, moving into the room. But given its size, I'm not actually going to launch an attack on it or anything. I'm just going to sort of get into a stance to be ready for anything.
Okay.
Well, that's it.
Trixy.
Alrighty. I was right here, right?
Yes.
Can Trixie and I share a spot? Since she's small?
Yes.
Yeah, I just don't like to take the chance of too much of hitting people. But I can shoot from here. I should be. He's fairly large enough. So go ahead and put a Thunder Smirk on him. Alright, here goes. Oh, fuck.
You. Oh, that is a crit fail!
Yeah!
I literally just said, don't crit fail to Chevy.
Yeah.
Okay, your damage die are D6s, aren't they?
Yeah. I don't even think it's not gonna do nothing.
Yeah, no, you've taken your arrow, you've shot it, you missed quite spectacularly, and have managed to shoot Stoney in the back of the shoulder because he wasn't looking at you. And you've done 5 points of damage as you've shot him.
Oh my god.
It's always the dwarf, man.
Shot through the shoulder, and you're to blame, baby. You give Rangers a bad name.
Yes. Yes.
I don't have any moves to cure his wound, do I?
What?
I can't cure his wound, can I? On this
No.
round. I have to do it next one. Okay. Alright, so Wolf's turn. I knew my luck was gonna run out at some point.
Day has taken swipes, but due to his battle with the direwolf, he's not quite got himself back in place yet, so he misses just. Poor Day the wolf, always missing his slashes.
I would like to make a cold shot on its crotch in like an upspringing motion with my big stick.
Alright then. You know the rules.
Yes, ma'am.
You still hit even with the disadvantage. Alright then, so you have taken your stick, your Duggins, and you have swung it upwards in between his legs, hitting him squarely in the groin, dealing a serious amount of damage and causing him to howl in pain. He is not amused. Dum, 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 dum.
No, it's Noel's turn.
It is.
Oh, okay. All right, so I turn back to Yarno, who's semi-conscious.
Yes, but not very lucid. Not
Enough
very
to
good
talk?
with his words. Yeah, but they might not make much sense just yet.
All right. I kneel down, and I'm like, hey, buddy, you with us? You with us? I kind of snap my fingers in his face.
All right. Persuasion?
Him Constitution?
Yes.
Because he's trying to pull through. He's hearing the snapping. He's hearing me say, like, hey, you with us? And he's trying to, like, hunker through and either answer or kind of, like, slip away.
Yeah, all right. There's, like, a small amount of, like, random flailing in an attempt to, like, make his muscles work. And he's kind of like, hey, lad. But that's pretty much, like, it's mostly, it's like listening to a drunk Scotsman at this point. There's a lot of slurring, a lot of flailing. Not much is happening. But, like, he's alive. You know he's alive. You want to do anything else?
Do I think this guy could answer 3 questions?
No.
What about 1 question?
You want to ask him if it's Gundren?
Basically. But not ask him what his name is.
I feel like yes or no answers are pretty much all we can do right now.
I ask him, are your brothers blacksmiths?
He looks very confused, kind of squints his eyes. No.
Good.
And then there's just a lot more flailing and a lot more, like, drunken slurs.
Yeah. I leave who I'm pretty sure to be Gundren. And I go back to the fight.
All right. Wallop it with a mace. You miss, actually. Rip. I looked at it and thought you hadn't. Because that would have been quite funny. Interrogated the dwarf, walk around, turn around, and slap it with a mace. But no. You tried, but the bugbear moved. The bugbear moved because he saw you coming towards him.
I go back to protecting Gundren.
Cool.
Hunter's mark on this thing, please. And I'm going to go ahead and use my Bardic Inspiration as long as I actually hit.
You do? Oh, I'm sorry. That was funny. 14. Impressive, Chevy. Not only do you kill him, but you kill him with just the right amount. How happy that makes me. Yet you've taken your sword. You've swung it several times. And you have downed the bugbear. And he falls forward, crumples down, and there's a small thud as his lifeless body hits the floor.
Fuck yeah.
Woo! Okay, before we do all this, XP's really quick, please.
So you had a direwolf and a bugbear, so that's 200 plus 100, so it's 300 between 5 of you.
60 each.
Yeah. I just found one of my dice that I didn't know I had, and it's so pretty. It's the prettiest dice ever. Guys, I just want dice now. Any occasion, just buy me dice, right?
Oh, die!
It'll be like, Kedders got laid, buy a dice. Like, seriously, man, just buy me dice. Sorry.
Like a crack
Anyway.
fiend.
Dice!
Like, I will suck your dick today for a set of dice tomorrow.
That would be the best conversation. I'll start going to conventions and saying that just to see what happens. I'd probably end up in some very bad situations.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Think of the
so
social
you've-
life.
I know, right? I mean, but then I'd just be known as the dice whore. Like,
That has quite the ring to it, though.
I suppose. Maybe. I know this is completely off topic. Maybe, right? Maybe it would be like, I would roll a d20. I would do like a saving throw, and if I lose it, I have to do what I said, and if not, I like flail
That's
away.
funny.
Like,
I would like to search the bugbear.
okay. The bugbear contains a small pouch around his belt. Seeing as you guys aren't quite as rich as I thought you guys were, so there is. Where's my bit of paper? There it is. There is 300 gold pieces, and 200 silver pieces in the well, it's not a very tiny pouch. He's quite a large bugbear, so it's quite a large amount of coins in this patch. Nothing else of interest though, just money. Which leads you to think that this dude was in charge, as the bugbears usually are. Oh, are you helping the dwarf?
Yeah, I'm just over here, like, trying to stabilize him.
It was an excellent roll.
So yes, I will split the gold up and the silver, and DT just typed what each person gets.
Awesome.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you, money nerds. Just be like, thank you, friendly math people. Right. Yes. With your roll, you've managed to like sit him up, put his back up against the wall, looking a little bit more lucid, looking a bit more with it.
How you doing, friend?
Still just kind of acting like he's completely wankered, but then he's a dwarf.
You're safe now, bud. You're safe. We're here. I think we're here to rescue you. Who are you?
Right. Don't make fun of me. It's the
Do a
prefix
voice.
to this. Just okay. I, Gundren. I am Gundren.
Okay, good. Gundren. What's your last name, Gundren?
Roxika.
Awesome. You are who we're looking for. I need to ask you a couple more questions, okay, bud?
Stoney
As
comes
you-
over and sizes him up.
As you say this, he kind of like you can see his eyes start to glaze back over, and he just like zonks back out.
Fuck.
He's pretty much like you could now poke him with a stick. He ain't waking up.
So-
But at
I have
least you know who
smelling
he
salts.
is.
I have smelling salts in my healing kit. Can I try and wake him up?
I mean, it depends what you guys want to do as a group. Mainly because, like, I know that some of you are quite completionists, so you'd probably want to do the rest of the castle.
Yes.
But whether
Do
you
we?
want to leave him here or not, whether you all want to do the rest of the castle or not.
Can always carry
I
him with us
feel-
and just set him down and be true.
Can I try like playing, a song that would invigorate him and kind of wake him up?
I don't think anything's waking him up.
Okay.
The smell of him, it's quite like you don't actually believe that he was like knocked out. Like he just smells like a brewery. So the
Yes.
likelihood is he's like completely off his face rather than actually like injured.
Can I shoot him with a ruined arrow and like knock his drunkness out?
You wanna knock his what off?
His drunkness out?
No.
Like it's a ruined arrow. It's
No,
magical.
Let's not.
I feel like at that point you'd probably just injure him. You just don't like dwarves, do you?
I don't like anybody.
I
I'm just gonna-
emoted when I did in chat.
You just shoot him.
I'm just over here having a quick rifle through these boxes.
Oh dear. Right, there is 5 days of rations in the boxes, and a couple of red capes similar to those of the Red Guard that you'd encountered previously, but there's nothing else in there.
Interesting. So we definitely need to look through the rest of the castle. We can either leave him here if we think he'll be safe, or we can carry him and drop him in each room.
I ain't carrying him. We can stay here. We'll get him on the way out.
Okay.
Drunk ass motherfucker.
What does he weigh? Like 80, 90 pounds?
Yeah, about that.
God, it would not be a hard strength check to just literally, for Shaw to just grab a hand and just drag him along like dead weight.
Could I just put one of these like animal floor rugs over top of him?
If you want.
Hide him?
Or under him and drag him on it.
No, I just want to hide him in the room to make sure nobody comes and gets him.
We can stick him in a box.
Stick him under the table.
There you go. Yeah. Just like prop a table up near him or something.
Not me.
Yeah, the dragon failed.
I'll pick him up and I go and put him.
There's a bed next to you.
I don't want him to be seen. I'm putting him under the table.
All right.
Okay. Now we can keep going. Drunk ass. All right. So is this door locked?
No.
Trixie, you want to come stealth and see if you hear anything?
No, all you hear is the wind. Pretty much.
I open the door.
Cool.
I heard chains.
That was just the music, alright?
Wah, wah, wah.
I just worked out my mouse tilty thing can like tilt the page across. Fucking yes. Yeah, sorry. So you've stepped.
I see where they're going, and I quickly run to this door and open it. Ha! And I scare the shit out of Shaw.
I have a flight or fight reaction that turns out to be fight.
Oh
my
lord.
gosh, he's gonna kill him.
Alright, and well, yeah, you don't actually hit him. His armor is too great.
Armor.
Armor.
Swing it straight clean over the top of his head.
Lucky.
I found nothing. Never mind.
Yeah.
It's rock.
You can't
I
even
see a
see the box.
I see a box. Good. You rifle through it. You've managed to find a small cask of wine and 5 more days worth of rations.
Everybody gets a ration each.
Oh, sweet.
You said it took us a day and a half to get up here.
Yes.
So we've, in essence, then only gained 1 ration because we would have used 1 on the way.
Yes.
Just making sure I'm doing my maths correct.
Who wants the wine?
You're the wine drinker.
No, I'm not. I drink creme de menthe. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, isn't your paladin the one that's drinking wine on a regular
I drink
basis?
right.
wine and beer. I'll take it. How much does it weigh?
It's a good question. It's a liquid.
2
8 pounds.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
what?
what?
It's a heavy shit. It's like a heavy. It's like a cask.
Oh, a cask of wine.
Did you
I
say
just heard.
8
I
pounds?
mentally heard a bottle for some reason.
No, a cask. So it's like a wooden barrel full of wine.
And you said it was 8 pounds?
Yes.
Awesome. We got wine for
Cool.
days now. Are there more of those?
Nah, there's only 1. The rest of them are empty.
Someone's
So
been
is
here.
that, did that search take for the whole room then?
No. Someone do 1 more.
Not me when I roll a 2.
Well, no, didn't do it right.
I found another box.
Trixie, do a perception, Trixie. See if you can find it. Trixie?
She might have stepped away.
Yeah, she must have gotten up. Is Mal here?
Yeah, I look around. I'm like, where's Mal?
Yeah.
Can you do a perception check?
I can already see that's double figures. Mal finds a small bag.
Yay for bags.
Upon picking up the bag and looking into the bag, there is like a black hole effect within the bag.
Ooh.
So essentially, right, without having like, you know, one of those, it's like it's bigger on the inside than it is on the outside.
Oh, it's a
Nice.
casket bag.
I think I know
Yes.
what that is. I know what that is.
It's a bag of holding.
It's a bag of holding.
Congratulations, guys, on your bag of holding.
Could I do an Arcana check to see how much it'll hold?
Sure.
Like which level it is?
Give me just a sec to find that bit of paper. I would say £50 for your first bag of holding.
So how does this thing work? Like, does it not actually take weight? Would you put
is-
up to 50 pounds in it, or what?
Yeah. So it doesn't. Whoever's carrying it, it doesn't actually attribute to like their weight. So you can put £50 of shit in it without it really doing a thing.
Yeah.
It just keeps the weight of the bag.
Yes, which is like £2, we'll say, because it's.
That's why I was gonna pick it up and like look at you like, mm-hmm.
And it's also small enough for you to like put around your waist, but too big for a smaller person to carry.
Stoney.
So it's like a large person's waist.
Hey,
thick.
Stoney, buddy. I'm over encumbered, like, and I have been for a really long time. And that would mean that I could actually move 5 spaces. Hey, buddy.
Traitor
Okay.
the spell.
Stoney's like, I was factoring on that last, but first, and he kind of turns his cheek to you and taps it, clearly wanting a kiss.
And the spell ring. Take the spell ring.
I will give you a kiss because I want the bag that badly. Mwah.
Oh yeah, and he just turns like bright crimson, like clearly not expecting to be successful, and like kind of stubs his toe into the ground, like oh gosh, and like pulls up the bag.
Dwarf likes the Paladin.
I really wish you were like a barbarian. Like I wish it very hard.
So it's a bag of holding. And you did actually give it to me?
Yes.
Okay. And so you said it weighs 2 pounds, and so it'd be a negative 48 to weight, correct? Because it weighs 2 pounds itself, and it can hold up to 50 pounds.
I wouldn't put the weights of it or any of the stuff you're putting into it because it's just gonna mess shit up. Because essentially, like you can put.
Yeah, I meant I
So-
was going to put the weight of the bag as a negative 48 because I'm just going to shove it full of stuff. Because the bag weighs 2 pounds, and then I can put 50 pounds in it. That'll
Nah.
negate-
If you put the bag in your inventory and say it weighs 2 pounds, anything you're gonna put in it, keep it in your inventory, but take out the weight for it.
That's so much more difficult.
How is that more difficult?
Because
I mean, you
it's
can't
just-
do it. You can't do it the other way anyway because it doesn't work like that.
Then why does the backpack have negative 30?
Because the backpack is not a bag of holding. A bag of holding is a magical item that only weighs 2 pounds no matter what you put in it.
Yes, I know. I understand this.
For
Yeah.
ease of use, negative whatever might be just a little
I will
easier.
do it the way you are saying. It literally makes more sense.
I mean, for ease
but it's
of
okay.
use, yes.
I need to come up with 50 pounds. You guys go on. I'm going to do some math.
But yeah, ease of use, yes, but like the numbers wouldn't add up.
Well, they do if you have it set in the inventory to. If you have it inventory set up right.
Because you can't put your armor in there because you're wearing it. You can't put your shield
No,
in there
I'm
because you're
not gonna
wearing it.
put
You can't
my
put your sword
armor
in there
in.
because you're wearing it. So a lot of your weight is already being used. What she's saying is there might not be 50 pounds worth of materials that could fit in the bag.
I don't
So
think you
you'd have to do
understand
it.
what all I'm carrying.
That's true. I mean, you probably have 50 pounds worth of stuff. But just in the advent that I only have like 8 pounds of things that I could put in the bag, I don't get negative 50 pounds because that would be cheating.
Like, and essentially, like, you can't just be like, oh, I'm holding it, so I've put like a minus to it for my inventory. Like, because I understand what you're getting at. It does make it easier, but you have to kind of specify what you've put in the fucking thing. Otherwise, it's kind of like,
Yeah, she's working it out now.
yeah,
And
I
also,
get that.
a lot of things can't fit in it. You can't put a piano in there. It has to be able to fit through the opening of the bag.
Yeah, which is like at its widest, I'd say like 2 foot. If you're stretching the fucker.
Oh, you could put the cask in there.
Yeah.
Are rations 2 pounds each?
Yes.
I think that's
I
what it
looked that
has
up
on
in the
here.
D&D book because I've got 2 pounds for rations as well.
Sounds right.
Yes, you can, Trix.
You guys can go ahead and be doing stuff. I'll come along. I'm just doing some maths.
Oh, you gave Stoney 4 health points back. Shell's gonna go beat her face against the door.
Wait. What if that door it leads to the party room too?
Just for ease of mind, no, it doesn't.
Okay. I was like, what if that's like the side door that we were listening to, and this was like the main door to the party hall?
I mean, you would think it would be, because like that would be the center of the castle, but nah. It's just a lot of wind coming through the holes in the castle. It is slightly up a hill. Got a lot of breeze going on. So would we like to see behind the door? Or where you want to go? Where we go?
We can go through this door if you want. It's up to you guys. I'm always easy. I'll just go wherever we're going. As long as I get to hit things with a stick.
Well, let's do the big door.
Alright.
Is it locked?
No.
Damn it!
You just really want to break something down, don't you?
Maybe.
Right. Are you going into it?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. Now, right. Listen before we panic. You can see it, your characters can't. So once you've pushed the door open, you are greeted to a very dark room. There is no light coming into it at all. Apart from like the small bit of like dim light that you've let into it by pushing the door open.
I have 10 torches.
Yeah, I also have torches.
If you use a torch, you will be able to see inside the room. But this part here,
Dragonborn has
game
dark vision.
place. Yes, but it even with the dark vision, it wasn't. It's like too dark.
Yeah,
it's
there has to be some amount of light.
If she has dark vision, she can basically see at night. If she has low light vision, like elves have, she needs quite a bit of natural light to be able to see into shade.
I mean, she would be the only one that could see.
Right.
And Trixy maybe, because I might have given it to her.
But yeah, anyone with dark vision has NVG, basically.
But for anyone without, like, it's, I mean, like, without using your dark vision and shit, like, it's pitch black. It's like that black that kind of absorbs everything around it.
I attack the darkness.
I swing my rapier at it. Right. This bit here, this bit of stone, is like too high for you to see on top of. It's room 8. Got it. Right, here we go. High, narrow hall. And, like, I'm assuming we've got lights going on and torches and shit at this point, yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I'm right at just not encumbered. Yes!
Nice.
Okay. Right, so you are peering through and you can see that it is a high, narrow hallway. Or, like, you know, I mean, it's a bit wider than narrow. It was like but yeah, so it's a hallway that looks a little bit like it's got some sort of shrine towards the back side of it, with a very high sort of lump of stone, and you can like vaguely hear something lurking, like some sort of slithering, but you are unsure of whether that's just the darkness playing tricks on your mind.
Coast looks clear.
Take a very tentative step into the dark with the torch just under the corner, like, are you guys coming or what?
I am right behind you.
Compare dexterity to wisdom. Okay. Right, as you guys get further into the room, what's stealth now? Is it dex?
Yes.
Cool. Right. Oh, I rolled the wrong dice. It would help if I rolled a d20. Right. The three of you that have entered the room, if you could please do a perception check for me.
I can't. I don't even have low light, so I won't see shit.
Oh, yeah,
It's pointless for me.
Yeah. She got a torch out. She was like, shit, that's dark, and got a torch out. So yeah, you can.
So there's a bit of light. Oh lord, I still don't see shit. I'm a halfling. I don't see anything.
Yeah, no, you guys don't see anything or hear anything.
Coast is clear.
And keep going.
I see nothing. Everything's clear. Come on in, guys.
I realized you can actually see, like, the exits for the room. So, there you go.
Oh, thank you.
Right. Mal needs to do a perception check.
There's another door over here.
Awesome. Right. So, whilst you guys are like staring at doors, Mal has noticed that a slithery creature has appeared and has crawled down the side of the rather large stone altar thing and is now sort of slowly slithering towards you. slowly slithering, but
Well,
has realized now that he has been spotted.
the three of us are looking at this
rears
door.
up.
Oh look, I know.
I think it's locked.
Hope it is.
Take a perception check on it. See if it's locked. Do like you and Stoney roll initiative, I think?
It's not locked.
So
Are
we
you
start.
running away from the slithery thing?
We have no idea it's behind us. Stoney hasn't said
Because-
anything. It's slithering up pretty
Stoney's not
quietly.
said anything.
we're like talking
We're,
about.
we're still
do we go through the
interested to
door?
know.
Let's put your ear to
Guys.
it.
And he strums like a really jarring sort of note
Ugh.
to grab attention.
We all
What are you
turn around.
doing, Stoney?
Any point.
Oh
That
God!
thing's longer than me.
That doesn't take much. That doesn't take much, Tony.
Oh Jesus!
because you
Just you
rolled
wait and find out, lass.
because you rolled so much higher than my stealth check for it, you can also tell them that it is a grick.
It's a crick. How? Slytherin. We're about to find out.
Burn it with fire.
Can I throw the torch at
I
it?
feel like that's the correct reaction to any sort of.
Can I throw the torch at it?
Fucking burn it! Ugh! Yeah, if you want. But if you do that, you're gonna start combat. I mean, technically, I suppose combat has already started. Gricks aren't friendly.
It slithered up on us and didn't say anything.
Okay, they're not friendly.
Oh, I was so happy with that 18, and then no, it rolled.
Are you still gonna throw the torch at it? I recommend you do.
Yes.
Go on then.
Who's gonna throw the
What do I need
torch
to
at it?
roll?
Aesthetics. Okay, you throw it. It falls slightly short of the Grick. As you've made a threatening move towards the Grick, however, he bends upwards and reveals his 4 tentacles that are its face, and then unfurls them and shows you a beak.
Sounds beautiful.
So it's now like slightly upwards, like slightly upright, sort of waving tentacles at you and snapping a beak. With like a snarling, hissing noise. Like a...
Don't think it likes fire. Throw more torches.
Okay, so that's me first, huh?
Yes.
I would like to put my hunter's mark on it.
Cool. Why have I turned the page? Yes. Hunter's Mark. I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
No, I'm looking through my my spells really quick anyway.
This was a monster that I paid for.
Ooh.
Yeah. Because fuck finding a Grick on your own.
Okay, I am going to cast a spell, my Searing Smite, because that's fire damage. Come up actually to the thing. Is that close enough to hit it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So I will roll my attack, and then if I hit, I have my spell and my hunter's mark. Obviously, I have to roll my spell anyway, because I already said I'm going to do it. But yeah, there. I think I hit it. Not very well with my damage, but
Nicely
I hit
done.
it.
You did hit it. I didn't write down his health. Give me a second.
He's dead! Hurrah!
Yay!
I didn't do the attack. Why did it not do the attack? Thanks.
You gotta check it.
I know. I did have it checked at one point. There we go.
Nice. Is there supposed to be damage on that?
There is. Did I not set this one up right?
Okay, well, let's just say it hits, and we just need a damage roll now.
It's an extra 1d6.
It's supposed to automatically do it. I had this all set up. What the heck?
Did you maybe uncheck the damage box?
Apparently I did. I don't even need the attack roll. I just need this one. Sorry. My bad.
That's okay. Right, so 11, 18?
17 plus 7. I had 6 slash, plus it was a crit of 6 damage, and then 5 for Hunter's Mark,
Oh
and then
shit,
7
yeah, I didn't
for the
count one of
fire.
them. Yeah, so it's 12. I'm gonna use the calculator. Give me a second.
Should be 24, I think.
Oh shit. At the start of each of the creature's turns until the spell ends, the target must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 1d6. On a successful save, the spell ends.
I don't think that's gonna matter much.
Poor guy.
I know, right?
Rip Gur. Whatever his name was. Gorp. Grip. What was this guy's name?
I don't know, they're not intelligent enough. Their intelligence is 3, so like they're not really coherent anyway. Right, okay. That was a lot of things that happened. Right, you took your swords, you dealt a searing amount of light damage in his direction as you swung your sword. It glowed bright, so bright it blinded everyone else around you. They kind of had to shield their eyes. And you collided with the Grick, who is hissing at you furiously as you have burnt him with your holy fire.
Ah, my eyes.
Who's next?
Trixy?
Okay. Hunter's Mark on him, of course.
You've nudged your arrow and fired it towards him, but due to the conditions and the darkness, you have only just missed. He slithered slightly out of the way. I like this. I like the fact that we've got like other things than goblins this time. Are you sending Dee?
Okay. Ugh. I can't see the squares anymore. What the hell? Okay. Oh god.
He hits him. Don't you be guarding Dee. Dee lumbers up. He launches himself towards the Grick. He pulls out his paws and his claws. Deals 5 points of slashing damage as he swipes them. Swipe.
Okay, I'm done.
The woof was useful.
I cast Sacred Flame.
Okay, you have thrown fire towards the Grick. The Grick has seen it coming, and he hisses, angrily hisses, as it collides with him, causing serious damage to him. He's sort of hissing in fury. Who is next?
Mal, I'm last.
Alright. I'm gonna approach it and do something new and different.
You're gonna smack its skull in with a hammer. Excellent! You take out your hammer and you smash him! You smash him with your hammer! It was the last blow that was needed in this battle against the Grick.
I did it there!
The Grick makes a weird deflating sound and sort of slithers
Stoney says,
downwards
excuse
to
me.
the floor. Rip Grick.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Wander off kind of dejected. No doors to smash open. You need to hit the Grick. You don't even need me anymore.
What's our XP, please?
He is 450 divided by the 5 of you.
90 each.
Apparently Gricks are supposed to be hard. I don't see that. Especially not if they don't get the jump on you first. I think they're a bit more dangerous if they manage to like stealth their way towards
I think
you.
if we'd have all failed our perception checks, we might have been a bit more fucked.
It also probably helped that I hit it for like 20 some damage on the first thing.
Here, I quite like this, right? Tentacles and beak are its attack, but he can do an attack with both each time he attacks because he has multi-attack. So that's 2d6 plus 2 of slashing damage and 1d6 plus 2 piercing damage each time he attacks. The worm-like Grick blends in with the stonework of its lair. Only when prey comes near does it rear up, its 4 tentacles unfurling to reveal a hungry, snapping beak. So yeah, add that to your monster manual. / journal. It's a little journal you've been taking. I saw an owl bear today.
Cool.
It was cute. We killed it.
Now it's just a pile of fluff. Yes.
It's still really dark in here, isn't it?
What are these portholes?
It's like I can
It's
see.
like a sewer.
I can see that there's traps to get in that room up there, but our characters cannot.
They're braziers.
Oh, like those fire things.
Could we light them on fire so we
I
can
was
see
gonna
in
say
the
that.
room?
Yeah, let's light them on fire. Woof.
Do we have to roll anything for that, or can we just set them on fire?
Yeah.
No. I mean, there was a
Performance
torch out
check.
anyway.
Okay, cool. So
Yeah,
now we
you
can
had-
see
you
in
had
the room.
torches. Yes. You can put your torches out. But the torches that you've used do not go back in your pack because that torch has been used.
Yeah,
Yes,
they're around.
All right, so there's
they're disposable items.
there's some traps, which means that there is actually a room up there.
Yep, there are some spike traps.
Ooh.
Trixy.
Yeah, can someone disarm those traps?
To disarm them, you're going to have to succeed a stealth to get to them, and then disarm them.
Okay.
Not me on either counts.
Yeah, you do that. You clink up there. Clang, clang, clang. Falls in spikes.
To this one.
Trips over
Yeah.
shoelaces.
And then, what was it? Perception to disarm him?
Mm-hmm. Just. You just manage to get it. You cause a bit of noise as you do it, though. And as you manage to, like, just step away from disarming the trap, a magic missile flies towards your face.
Oh,
Doesn't hit you, but it you know, past your head.
Oh. I
Lovely.
hate to be a dick, but magic missile is auto hit.
Look, this was for a fucking effect.
This is
alright?
RP.
It's only a 1d4. One magic missile is only a 1d4.
She ain't taking
But-
the magic missile, alright? It was
Okay.
RP. It was RP.
All right. Something that
Get
looked
over
like
it
magic
now.
missile zipped by.
Right, because you've disarmed that trap, both of the midges are facing this way.
They know we've come. Hey, fellas.
Right, let me find the spells I need.
Can I get initiative rolls from Trixy and Noel, please?
You were way too far behind your mic.
Thank you.
Goodness, two of us rolled, like 2 sets of us rolled the same.
I think M is before P, Kedders. Good lord. Right. Cool.
Do we get to go first, or are your guys on alert and you're going first?
Essentially, the bolt that was fired was kind of might go first. I need to count dice, so you guys can go first. I seem to have lost all my d4s. Give me a second. Right, okay. Go.
I'm gonna hit the one that's got its back to where we came in.
Okay. Yep, you hit him. Oh, a moth just appeared. Yeah. You've taken your stick, your Durgans. You've walloped him one. Not done a great amount of damage, but definitely kind of distracted him from whatever he was doing on the altar.
I have a like out of game question.
Cool, go nuts.
Aren't goblins pretty dumb?
Depends on the goblin. Oh, I just ripped a page out.
Because I just know this is a goblin place, and then there's suddenly 3 like magic users. I'm just like, aren't goblins even smart enough?
We fought goblins that used magic before.
I just find it an odd
They were
thing.
orcs.
Oh.
They have a base intelligence of 10, so it's like they can learn to use magic. It just doesn't mean it's gonna hit very hard.
Okay, that was just a pure curiosity thing.
I get it.
I'm all in.
Time for some STONEY.
Was that just the I rolled? Or is this? Oh wow, I actually managed to roll high. Never mind.
You're like, oh, it's me. That's
Just
all right.
Remember to not go up the right side. Those traps were not disarmed.
Oh yeah, you'll take 1d6 of damage if you step over them. Because you're short.
Alright, I'm actually gonna do something strange here. I'm gonna
Run away!
No, I'm gonna use disguise self and make myself look like one of them.
Okay. Why?
Because I really don't have anything else useful, so I thought maybe it would confuse them enough to be like, the fuck?
Okay, I'm cool with that excuse. Well, explanation is better. That, you know what I mean. Yeah, I'm cool with that. My brain was like...
Yeah, my thought is if they saw, like, a goblin in the mix of the people, they'd be like, what?
Oh, yeah, alright. I'll do a saving throw for the one that can see you. I don't know why I rolled. He's never going to pass a charisma saving throw. No. Constitution? He's not going to fucking pass that either. Never mind. He's slightly confused as to what you're doing, and probably isn't going to fire any magic in your direction.
Yes. That is it from me. I mean,
maybe just keep quiet.
I'd like to put my hunter's mark on the one to my right.
That hurt. 12. Yep, you have taken your sword. You have slashed. You have caused serious amounts of damage. You can see that you've cut open his robe slightly, as you have damaged him and his skin.
Okay, I'm done.
My turn?
Is it?
Yes.
I think so.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to take my move action. And I'm going to tickle this guy's insides as my major action.
Okay. Which one?
The guy with his back turned, sorry.
Oh, the green one.
Yeah,
The green one. Okay. Yeah, well, you've pretty much just, like, made him explode.
Awesome.
Lol.
And with my bonus action, I bring out my spiritual weapon.
Oh, God, hang on. You can move it now.
I don't even see it. Oh, there. Perfect. So I hit the guy on the right.
18, 8. Minus 8.
Then
Cool.
I try and hit the other guy.
Hang on. Oh, sorry, I yawned. No, you don't hit the second one, but you did hit the first one.
Cool.
So, I mean, you made one of them explode. So,
It's a good show.
yeah, kind of went. It's a guts and blood everywhere.
Just
Yeah,
missed.
yeah. It wasn't a very violent explosion. It was more a.
Like a hot pocket that got left in the microwave too long.
Yeah, pretty much. So, yeah, sort of like
Pop a
cloud of,
semi-deflated balloon.
cloud of goblin and bits of cloth flying around.
Mazel tov.
Trixy.
Okay, Hunter's mark on this
Okay. Well, it wasn't a crit fail.
Thank God.
But no, you didn't manage to hit him with your arrow. Sorry.
Oh, thank God, because yeah, there's three
Send
of
the
us.
wolf. Send in the
The
wolf.
sword hovers, so it could be like over the wolf.
Damn, wolf.
The wolf does serious damage.
Hot damn.
Praise the wolf. Yep. No. He hears and smells magic users. He leaps into the room, slashes viciously at the goblin in front of him. leaving large gashes across the goblin's skin. Lots of torn clothing as well. Oh, it's my turn. Of course it's my turn. Right. I can't read that dice. 4, 8, 11, 14. Alright. This mage here takes a step back, and as he does so, conjures 4 missiles in purple glowy colour. Fires them straight towards Noel, and does 14 points of damage as they all launch themselves into his chest.
Sorry, how many?
14.
14.
Yep, 1 4, because there was 4. The second mage seizes the opportunity to also fire 3 magic missiles off in the direction of Shah. Oh, I need to re-roll that one.
Can I dive in the way and take them?
I mean, if you want to... not really.
I'm good.
No, because remember, they always hit their target.
So that one... So you've taken 7 points of damage as the 3 missiles have landed on you. I mean, at least he can't, like, back away anywhere, because, like, you've kind of boxed him in, but yeah. And the other one exploded.
Sorry, I missed my damage.
7? 7.
Yeah, 7.
Thank you.
I hadn't moved the dice yet, so I was like, 7. 7.
That's a good habit to get in with being DM, is just leave it there.
Right. And now it is, it's DT's turn.
Beats.
I'll go for this one.
You stepped through all the goop.
I'm already covered in it, so...
True. Yeah, you've taken your stick, you've swung it quite violently, and caused a serious amount of damage to the goblin. Because it's a weird number, I need to use my calculator. He's kind of pissed, but definitely still alive. And now it's Mal's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna come
Goblin Mal.
How much, I haven't been keeping total track damage has ELPHABA taken?
I only have 5 points missing.
DC's missing 7, and Noel took 14 to the face.
I'm not doing great.
Alright, I'm gonna lumber over, like, trying to look as fierce as I can in my goblin self, like I'm going right for deeds. And then hopefully in a very confusing gesture, I'm gonna use Cure Wound instead of hitting her.
Pretending to hit her while healing me. You're amazing.
Excellent. You take 4 points of health back in a stealthy heal move.
I'm back above half.
Hype, hype.
That is gonna be it for me.
So then that is my turn.
Zoom, zoom.
I'm going to come over and hit this one.
Do it.
I could move my hunter's mark to him, please.
Oh, fine. Yeah, you hit him. It was 10. Oh, which one was that one? Don't kill him. But at least the math was easy. Yep, so you've taken your sword, you've definitely hit him, you've swung and you've hit. You've managed to cut a large hole in his sleeve and his arm. Like some goblin blood spilling out.
Ew.
Well, you're the one who sliced him open.
So that's
it's my turn, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I go along with the performance, and I'm like, get away from me, you goblin scum, or something. And then I continue to command the weapons to do my bidding.
Cool.
Big slash at the first guy.
Yeah, that one hits and kills him.
Jesus. And then on to the next guy. Fudge.
That one is a swing and a miss as the dude dodges slightly out of the way. But hey, 1 out of 2 ain't bad.
It's pretty good.
Yep, you run your spectral sword straight through the previous mage goblin. And he's crumpled down to the floor. Didn't quite explode like the previous one, but... What you gonna do?
And now we're all totally in the way for Trixie to be able to fire.
I know. I guess I'll just send Data in.
Do it. Yeah. Dede runs forward after seeing the magic missiles fly from this goblin. He's enraged. He leaps forward, lunges for the throat, grabs the goblin by the throat, thrashes around with him, and then drops his lifeless body to the floor.
Woo!
Yeah.
Dude, I pressed play. Please.
Quit embarrassing me.
Oh. XP, please.
Yeah.
Right, so that is...
140 times 5 is...
I'm sorry, what?
I'm just figuring out how much you should give us. Go ahead.
So it's 75 times 3. 75 times 3. It's 225 divided by 5. 45 each. 45 each. Which actually is more than I should have given you for them, but I tweaked them slightly, so I thought...
Got 95 points left to level up.
Hype! Still not gonna get there today.
Let's loot.
Loot!
I'll be right back real quick.
Right, loot.
I made a shitty Arcana check on the dagger.
Oh, the one on the table? Yeah, it ain't special. Oh, you still got your sword. Rip.
I was gonna just hide it in the wall.
Fuck me. You see bodies.
Hey, there's bodies here, guys.
Yeah, no, it doesn't seem special. It just seems like something that was used in ritual, but it was more like
Gotcha.
of a religious symbolic thing
Right,
rather than like actually magical.
I still turn around to everyone. I'm like, don't touch the dagger. It just looks like it's got bad mojo.
Mal, you have shit to do.
I sound like Chiliacs when I do that.
But yes, it's like it's obviously got some dry blood on it, like you can tell that, like, but it's kind of just Mel. Chevy found fuck all. She found dead goblins.
So did I. I just I like felt him up a bit, grabbed his dick, and was like, ugh.
Yeah, pretty much. Wow.
Looks like a DJ booth. It looks like Shaw's DJing.
Please remember that these
like,
spikes are still very much dangerous, right? These ones.
I don't know that. I didn't hear you say that. I'm separating my RP. If I want to stroll through there, I'll stroll through there.
It was more for Mal's benefit, really.
I had also shouted it out earlier to everyone, so.
Yeah, well, he never fucking listens to anyone.
This is true.
Did anybody check out the altar to see what it was and what they were doing with it?
He looked just at the knife itself, so no, not the altar.
Yeah, I see the ceremonial knife. That's probably a religious thing. They sacrifice lambs or something with it.
Can I use religion to check it out?
Yeah, go nuts.
Fucking serious, the only
God
thing I'm
damn it,
good at,
dice.
and you give me a shit roll, you motherfucking
Look at
dice.
those last 4 rolls. Like, what is happening here?
I don't know, but
This
I'm
room is
enjoying
cursed.
myself.
Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. Let's just get out of here.
So Stoney withdraws his charm and kind of pops the protective like end off the end of it, and like sweeps the ashes into there and puts like the cap back on. Trying to use it as an impromptu container and tucks it back into his bag for
I
it.
didn't see him do that.
At which point then he walks back around. Is you going to specify a tentacle or just a?
Just a tentacle.
One?
It just says tentacle.
So he sort of curls up his nose.
I noticed Stoney came out, so I just kind of look around the corner at what the fuck he's doing.
Sort of wrenches and crudely cuts off a tentacle near the base, getting up near the beak, and kind of holds it out and drops it into his sort of miscellaneous bag of crap that he carries with him.
I see you, Dwarf. I take heads, you take tails.
Stoney just sort of like wiggles his eyebrows, like making the situation very awkward.
Okay. Are we gonna try and do any more checks with any more atrocious rolls whilst we're stood here?
What's the DJ table?
What's the DJ table? I mean,
Like, I get the knife, but like, what's the thing on the left and what's the thing on the right? The
Let
right
me
looks
zoom
like
in.
fluid or something. I don't know. It's got like a sheen, a color to it. Oils.
I think the side that you're on is like some sort of powder, some sort of ashes. And then like the other side, yeah, I don't know. It looks like
Maybe
a
it's
vial.
Food? Is it food? Is it offerings? Fuck, you can zoom way
I
in.
think so. Yeah, actually, because like it looks like gold coins and stuff.
Might be a gold coin.
I would like to try to do a religion since she failed horribly
Yeah, take a
on
look.
hers.
Take a look.
Yeah,
we
go
don't
nuts.
know what the fuck's going on here.
Oh my god. I'm pretty proficient in religion also. Like, what the fuck?
Have Day check. He seems to always know what's up.
Send the wolf. He's more likely to like
Seriously.
knock everything all over the place.
He's pretty much our leader right now.
Well, I suggest that you come back next week and try again.
Apparently, we really need to know what's on that table.
I mean, from the look of the zooming in, it looks like a bowl of ashes and some sort of offerings. I think that's what we're going with. Trixie ain't got no in.
What are the bowls made of?
She's got wisdom, though.
Oh, wow.
Yep, so you can see before you a stone altar that has a ceremonial knife placed in the middle. The bowl to... Okay, I'm just going to do it as how I see it. The bowl to the left definitely contains some sort of ashes, possibly of a creature that they have sacrificed. But you're not quite sure because that's a religion thing. And in the bowl to the left, there is a couple of gold coins, some bits and pieces of food, just general sort of offering stuff that you would like give over at a religious ceremony, or like priests would collect in order to complete rituals or blessings and such.
Empty it into the sack.
You're just gonna take some apple slices and 2 gold coins?
Let me take like the gold coins, like anything of value in there.
Okay, well you can swipe the 2 gold coins if you want. But Trixie's the one who actually knows that they're gold coins, because the rest of you can't see shit. So she's probably the one that could swipe them if she wants them.
Take them.
Oh shit. Okay. I'll take them.
Trixie pockets 2 gold pieces.
What are the bowls made of? Are they stone?
I would say pewter. Like, you know, it's sort of dull
Something
metal.
cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget it. They're like gold or something.
Yeah. Goblin religions aren't known for their, like...
for their wealth and opulence.
Yeah. It's kind of more of a superstition thing.
Totally.
But yeah. Well, friends, it is now 20 past 3. And I've given myself rules. Yep. So...